Goals, we're like a ship without a rudder, heading in no particular direction. Okay, so what are our goals? So your goal is attaining a specific level of proficiency on a task, could be an objective, a standard, an aim, or an action, or one's mission for some people. Okay, types of goals, you've got subjective, so without measure. So some of us might go, I just want to look better. You know, what does that mean? How do we objectify that? So you need to have a result. Okay, then you've got general objective, which is I just want to lose weight. Again, what does that mean? We could lose 1 gram, you've been successful. Okay, so we need to be a bit more subjective. Okay, I want to lose 10 kilos, for example. Okay, so within your major goal, you should have some outcome. There should be some process goals within that to achieve. So you might have a long-term goal here, and it could be something 5 years down the track that you're aiming for. And starting this program is part of the process. Okay, so does that make sense? Your outcome goals, then you've got process goals along the way. So you could have monthly process goals, you could have weekly process goals. So the next 12 weeks, I want to achieve what? How specific are we being? Who's got a body fat percentage goal? Yep. Okay. So we've got body fat percentage. Have we identified a number?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. So let's go. 6%. Okay. Now we need to ask ourselves why. Why do we want to achieve that? Why 6% if it's 6%? Is that because you were there before and that was when you felt really, really good about yourself? Or is it just that's a number you think would be good? Let's write that down. Let's work out why. Okay? Okay, anyone want to share their why?
Yeah, I got to mine previously.
Yep.
I want to drop it to lower because I was happy with what it was,
Yep.
but I knew I could still get a little bit more.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So that was when you were happy?
But I knew there was like...
You could have done better.
Yeah, well, if I had a little bit, if I'd probably just kept at it a little bit longer,
Yep.
I know I could have got it down a little bit better.
Awesome. Okay, so thinking about that, we've got happy. What was it about that position that made you feel happy?
Sense of achievement.
Yeah?
Could work my ass off.
Yeah? Okay, so does all achievement make you happy?
Yeah, in a way.
Yep. Okay. So if you achieved half of that, would have you still been happy?
No, because I'm a perfectionist.
Okay. So
I actually achieved more than I'd set out to, so
awesome.
that's what made me, I guess, the happy bit is that I'd exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. Okay. And by exceeding those expectations, you got down to what?
Pardon?
What percentage did you get down?
18.
Okay. And why? What was it about the 18% that was the important part?
Because I never thought I'd be able to crack 20.
Okay. And what was it about cracking 20? Why did you want that change?
Because I wanted to be able to look athletic, so I wanted
Awesome.
to look
That's what.
as fit as I felt.
Okay. And what did looking like that give you?
Confidence?
Awesome. You see what we're doing here? breaking it down to what is the actual reason. Okay, so it's achievement, it's feeling as fit as you felt, but really deep down inside it's feeling confident. And it is for most of us. That's what it is. You know, it's feeling confident. For me, as an owner of a gym, if I'm fat, I'm going to be shit at my job, right? Or no one's going to believe me. Yeah? So I've got to feel confident in where I am with my body shape and size to be able to sell to you guys. Yeah? So ultimately the same for you guys is, okay, we want to feel confident. Now, some people are confident in the skin they're in, and that's fantastic. But a lot of people want to achieve a little bit more. Yeah? And I'm guessing that's what we're here for. Yeah? Okay. So break it down into the why. The what we really want. Okay? And you can go further from there. The confidence, that confidence, why do you need that confidence? What is it about being confident in your skin gives you? Is it, okay, I can put on the clothes that I used to be able to wear and I can head out and I feel great. I can put a bikini on the beach and just run around without a care in the world. All those sort of little emotional attachments are going to make this easier to achieve because you've nutted it out. You've put it down on paper and you've decided that that's what you want. Because just saying I want to lose 10 kilos is pretty easy. Okay, now let's just have a think about how you feel when you reach that goal. You know? In your mind, just picture it, you've got there, you've got what you want, how are you feeling? Write that down.
How we feel once we reach that goal.
Yeah. And then why? Why? And we've sort of nutted that out over there a little bit. That's sort of why. Okay. Now we've got to look at the factors that are going to be of influence within this. So I think I've got 8 different factors here. And what we have to deal with in everyday life that might have an impact on you reaching these goals. So we've got work. Who works a stupid amount of hours? Yeah? Cool. Who uses work as an excuse not to get their training done? That's a good thing. Okay? What about food prep and food organisation? Yeah? Okay. Relationships. So, you know, we've got to make relationships work, so you've got to have time there as well. Okay? Family. Who's got kids? Okay, so again, that's something else that's going to take up time. Okay, social. Who prioritizes social things? Who gets out there, loves being social, gets out? Yeah? Cool. So that's another factor that we've got to work with. Then there's exercise, which is what we're trying to do here. Nutrition. And relaxation. Who prioritizes relaxation? Yeah, very few people this day and age. Okay, any others you guys can think of? That pretty much cover it? Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we want to rank these things on a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of where you are now. Okay, so we might have work here. And this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And that's 0. So what I want you to do, we'll go back to those, pop those marks on your circle, and rank where you currently, what level of priority you put on each of those now. And I'm assuming priority is measured by the time you actually put into that.
No, I'm just making sure it's not going to fall. Endurance. Muscular endurance for my arm.
Cross.
Yeah, exactly. Shame I'm not holding it over my head. I might go get some more paper, Dan. I reckon I'll need another bit of paper.
Alright, well, back.
You're going to do breakdown of the BMI, aren't you?
Yep. Okay. How are we going with that? Everyone understand what we're doing there? Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be a perfectly round circle. Okay, if you've already done that, what I want you to do is now think about the goals you've just written down and then ask yourself this question. To achieve your goals, where should these priorities be? Okay? And then go around and mark on that circle again. How are we doing with that? Everyone good? All over it? Okay. So, who identified work as one of the areas they need to maybe shift, change, adjust in order to achieve their goals? I'm going to say here, most people probably not because it's probably, it's pretty essential for what we're doing here. You have to have it, unfortunately. Okay, relationships, again, a hard one. You kind of don't want to ruin that just because you're trying to achieve a fitness goal. Okay, family, same boat. The rest we can sort of tighten up on. Okay, whose social life is getting in the way of them achieving their fitness goals? Yeah? Cool. So is that somewhere we've identified that we can change? Okay. Now that doesn't mean you have to no longer go out. It just means that maybe you make smarter choices when you are out. What about nutrition? Is that something that we have to tidy up? Yep. So out of all these, I want you to pick the three the three that you've identified as the areas that you need to work on the most and focus on those. Write those down on the page, identify them. Okay, these are my three main areas I'm going to work on to achieve this goal. Okay. Obstacles. Okay, well we've probably just identified some of those right away. Okay. So let's identify any others that you think might come up. It could be food preparation. You just don't allow a couple of hours on the weekend to prepare your meals for the week, and that's making you buy more food during the week. Okay, so maybe that's something we need to consider, or you need to allow time for. Okay, so we need to identify those obstacles. Okay. Right. Now, we need to have some process goals. So, what I want you to do is, what are you going to do every week? To achieve the goal. Okay, write something down on paper now from that stuff that you've just identified on a weekly basis, or you can even go daily. if you need to, what are you going to do that's going to help you achieve this goal? Anyone stuck for ideas? And these might change once we look at some of the nutrition stuff. But they can change. If you've got a monthly one, you can do a monthly one. Example of a monthly one could be, I'm going to train 16 times in the next month.